Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good start to the week. Today, I'm coming on to talk a little bit about China's medical device industry. And I thought I would just point out a couple of things regarding the outlook. What are the entry requirements? What are tips of the trade? Medical device has been a topic from companies that have been approaching me for the last 2, 3, 4 years, and it has just intensified during the pandemic. Um, what is interesting about the medical device industry is that there are some very strict and stringent regulations surrounding it. So, first of all, just to highlight, foreign investors that are looking to expand and sell their medical devices into China really need to do their market entry research on regional preferential policies, industry preferential policies. They need to understand what are the distribution models and sales channels related to the medical device industry, and obviously also look in investing in local technology infrastructure and having key domestic value chain stakeholders, investors come into the picture to aid in the growth and the scaling up of their businesses in China. Now, the medical device industry is regulated, and it's regulated by China's National Medical Product Administration, which governs medical devices, cosmetics, and drugs in China. This administration, the NMPA, are responsible for the pre market approval and post marketing activities. And then obviously the business operations within the industry, they are looking into that. The medical device sector, basically, when you're going into the market, the first step that I think should interest everybody is understanding how to classify their medical device in China. There are three types of classifications. Class one, which is the lowest risk class, meaning that obviously the registration is comparatively easier than class two or class three. Class two is at a medium risk level of application, and class three is obviously a high risk and much more difficult um, application to go through. So, class one would be very simple medical device equipment like gloves, goggles, masks, FPP2 masks, etc. Class two, you are looking at blood pressure monitors, thermometers, ECG machines, excuse me. And class three, you're looking more at ventilators, COVID 19 test kits, implants, etc. Right? So, obviously, the more complicated the equipment, the machine, the more you're going to move into the more difficult class categorization for approval. Now, there are ways of getting expedited um, processes to get your medical devices approved and classified. One is the innovative device pathway. But what I wanted to touch on today was a little bit more about the Hainan Medical Tourism Pilot Zone, where it's a zone in Hainan that is trying to attract foreign investors into this zone area where they will be providing medical services and also acting as a green medical convalescence community to attract domestic and foreign tourists into the area. The government is trying to promote Hainan more, and hence why they're developing this zone. So, if you are in the medical device sector, it would be also from a preferential regional policy interesting to look at Hainan as your gateway into the Chinese market. The medical device sector is growing. It is booming, and obviously, since COVID-19, it has only been expanding. So, it is an extremely interesting market for foreign investors. But like I always say, you have to create that foundation and build that market research to understand how you're going to get into the market. So, as a couple of tips, understand what classification you are in for the devices that you're looking to sell into the Chinese market, and think regionally about what would be the best location for you as a market entry step or as a gateway into the Chinese market to get your devices approved. And to spread your wings and start selling into the market. So, definitely do your research about the Hainan Medical Tourism Zone to see if that could be a beneficial starting point for you. And if you've got any questions about getting your medical devices into China, don't hesitate to reach out. We would be happy to advise you and assist you on this step. I hope this video has helped you, especially for those of you that are in the medical sector. And if you've got any questions, reach out. Have a great start to your week, everyone. Take care and goodbye.